What's up, guys, and welcome back to Street Dreamz Performance. It's your boy Merc right here. I know it's been a minute since we done any videos, but we've been busy, as you guys can see. Gerald's over there working on that G35, and then last time I worked on my Z, it was down. I don't know if you guys remember, but it was misfiring. Quick little update on that. Ended up being my timing was off, so I had to open up the front cover and redo my timing, and now it runs perfectly fine. But today I'm going to be installing these Mishimoto oil catch cans in it, so I'm going to be showing you guys how to do that. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so the install on these is pretty simple. Let me show you guys what you're gonna need. So well, you're gonna get everything you need on a kit. So I got the Mishimoto catch can kit for the 37Z, and it comes with the bracket. The bracket is very simple to install. You're gonna remove the 10mm right here on your coolant reservoir, and then you're gonna set it up like this. How did it go? Like this. So this is gonna go something like this. You're gonna reuse that 10mm right there to tighten it up, and it has its own Allen bolt right here. You're gonna install right there, and then your catch cans are gonna go on here. So you see these Allens right here? You're gonna loosen those up and then set your catch can right here, just like that, but with the bolts over the top, right, so you could tighten them up. And you're gonna do that for the second one as well. So let me go ahead and install those and show you guys how to do it. All right guys, so this is how it's supposed to look once they're on the bracket. As you guys can see, just how to remove the Allen bolts up there, and then just line up the cans with the bracket and just tighten them up. And these are all the fittings right here, how it's supposed to go. And then you got the drain plug over here. And now let's set it up on the car. So it's pretty simple. This is gonna go right here like this. So let me set it up. So this is gonna go underneath the coolant reservoir like that. Gonna put back the 10mm bolt. Oh shit, I just dropped mine. I'll get it right now. Like I said, every kit comes with its own Allen screw for this one right here. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Now once you have it set it up on there like that and tightened up, you're gonna want to remove this cover, which I'm gonna do right now. Remove this cover, and then you gotta remove the PCV lines and then set up the new ones on here. So let me go ahead and find my 10mm bolt that just fell. It's always a 10mm, and let me get it tightened up on here so I could do the next step. All right guys, so once you have these set up on here, tightened up already and everything, all you're gonna do next is remove this line that goes from the intake manifold down to your PCV valve, and same thing with this side. This one goes to the intake manifold down to this PCV valve. All you're gonna want to do is remove these clamps right here, this one, and that one. And you can't see it, but there's one right there. And remove those, and then we can set up the new lines. Like I said, the kit comes with 4 lines. You got one that's gonna go straight from the PCV valve to the input right here, and then from the intake manifold to the output. Yep, this one right here. Same thing with the other side. So let me go ahead and remove the old ones first, and let's put on the new ones. And they also come with their clamps as well. The kit, took them out, I have them somewhere around here. They all come with all new clamps for the hoses. So yeah, let me go ahead and remove those. All right guys, so I got the PCV hoses off already on both sides. Now I'm gonna put the new hoses on here. Like I said, the kit comes with 4 of them, and it also comes with 8 clamps. The smaller ones are gonna be for the PCV and the intake, and the bigger ones are gonna be the ones right here for the port, for the catch can port. So first, let's start with the passenger side. The one that goes straight from the PCV valve to the import of the catch can is gonna be this little small L-shaped one. So I'm gonna put this clamp, the little small one, on here, and I'm gonna put it straight right here into the PCV valve like that. And then you're gonna want to get one of these clamps right here, the bigger ones, put it in here, and then put it in here to the end port of the catch can, like that. So I'm just showing you guys. So you're gonna want to do that one, and then you're gonna want to do this one as well. Like I said, you're gonna put the smaller clamp on the intake side over here, and then the bigger clamp onto the outlet port of the catch can. And you have to route this one a certain way. I think this one's gonna go like this, behind the fuel dampener, I believe. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, but yeah. And then once I'm done installing this, I'm gonna explain to you guys what are the benefits of having this oil catch can system, and why I'm doing it, and why you should do it to your car, and how it works. So let me go ahead and finish routing these like this. So I believe they go something like this. You guys see it comes out through right here, like this, down through right here like this, and then this one's gonna go in here. Oh no, that don't look right. Let me see, unless I gotta bring this down more. Alright. So let me go ahead and route this one properly, and I'll show you guys how it goes right now. Alright guys, so the first hose that I was showing you guys that goes right here from the intake manifold down to the outlet port of the catch can was this one. But it is the wrong one. It's actually for the passengers. For the driver's side, this one's too long. The one you're gonna actually need is this one right here. It's kind of shaped weird like this. You can say it's kind of like an L as well. And we're gonna route this one, so I'm gonna use smaller clamp right here. Well, I'll put it on right now. Let me show you guys how this goes. So this one, this side's gonna go to the intake, and this curved side is gonna go onto the catch can. And you literally just route it like this, underneath right here, down through the fuel dampener. I said it's kind of hard to do with one hand, but I'm trying my best to show you guys. And then you bring it back down around like this. Through right here. It's way easier to do when I'm using both hands, so it's not as hard as it looks, people. So yeah, I'm sure you guys get the point. It's kind of hard to do with one hand, like I said, but look, like that. So it's literally gonna go just like that. See, it comes out right here like that, down to the fuel dampener, to the bottom of it like that, over here down to the intake manifold. Now I'm gonna put the clamps. Like I said, the smaller one's gonna go to the intake manifold, the bigger one's gonna go onto the port of the catch can, like right here. As you can see, I have the bigger one right here. I just have tying them up, and the smaller one right there. You can barely see it, but it's right there. So yeah, let me tighten these up, and then let me do the other side to show you guys how to route those. Pretty plain and simple, not that hard to do. All right, so look guys, I got the passenger side done already. Like I said, the smaller one, the L shape, goes from the PCV valve to the inlet port of the catch can, and then the other one goes from the medium size hose, goes from the intake manifold to the outlet port of the catch can. Now let's do the driver's side. So for the driver's side, you got this hose, and you got this long hose right here. And the longer one's gonna go from the PCV valve to the inlet port of your catch can over here. And that one you're gonna have to route it like, you have to put it right here like this, route it underneath coolant pipe right here, right by your radiator hose, and to route it underneath there. Bring this around this way. So let's set this up like that. like this. It's gonna go like this. It's gonna come out right here. You're gonna insert it right here with the clamps. Same with that side over here, so it's gonna go like that. Just like that, right it like this. I'm gonna probably zip tie these right here later on, so it won't be flopping around right here and caught on something. And then the other side, this one, gonna go the same way. It's gonna go from intake manifold to this port right here. And this is supposed to go right a certain way. Let me see. Let me figure it out. I'll show you guys right now. All right, guys. So I figured it out. I was riding them the wrong direction. Well, I had them flipped. So the longer one actually goes from the out port, the outlet port of the catch can to the intake manifold. So the way you're gonna route it is gonna put it onto intake manifold like this. Route this one down here like this, like that. Just bring it down like that, and then bring it up to the bottom of right here to your right here, and then set it on there like that. And then this one's gonna go from the PCV valve. The shorter one's gonna go from the PCV valve to the inlet port over here. And this one's gonna go routed like this. Down through right here, down through the bottom of your radiator hose, and around like this. It's very difficult to do with one hand. Like I said before, it's not as hard as it looks when you use both hands. But just like that. And you're gonna connect them, put the clamps down, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So let me go ahead and put the clamps down, tighten it up, and then explain to you guys how this works and the benefits of it. All right, guys, so here you go. It's all said and done now. Everything's routed properly. Everything's tightened up. This is how it looks. You can see these hoses goes right here to the PCV valve, from the intake manifold into the catch can. Same right here, like this. The only thing I don't like is how close these lines are to the drive belt, and the last thing I want is for those just to get caught on there. So I'm probably gonna find a way to zip tie those out of the way, because yeah, you don't want that. That's trouble. But now let me explain to you guys how this shit works. So pretty much what happens, what the PCV valve does pretty much, so you have combustion occur inside the cylinder, right? And all that combustion, you know, all that pressure, some of it escapes down into through the cylinder walls, down into the crankcase. And that's all excessive pressure, you know, inside the crankcase that you don't need. And in the crankcase you have oil in there, right? You have like oil mist, you have fuel, you have all those contaminants down in there and inside the crankcase. So all of that shit gets mixed up, right? So what the PCV valve does is it lets all that excessive pressure out through that valve, and it shoots it back into the intake manifold, right? That's how a regular PCV valve works. That's how we had the hose that goes from the PCV valve to the intake manifold. So like I said, it lets all that excessive pressure out, but all of that shit is dirty, right? All that pressure being released is dirty. It's full of oil contaminants, it's full of fuel, you know, all of that, and it's shooting all that into your intake, you know, and it goes back into the valves and the top of your cylinder of the piston. And you don't want none of that, because it'll get your, you know, it could, from what I've heard, it could cause knock, and it'll definitely get your valves dirty as hell. That's how you get that, all that carbon buildup on your valves and your intake valves. If you guys ever seen that, that's why. So what the catch can does, instead of sending all that excessive pressure back straight into the intake manifold, it routes it into this catch can right here, this baffled can, and there's filters in there, and it filters all of that, and then it goes out through here back into the intake manifold. So like that, it pretty much filters all of that excessive, you know, all that contaminants, all that air, you know, that's contaminated, and it goes back into your intake, and like that you don't get carbon buildup on your valves and all of that. And that's pretty much how this works. And it's a pretty easy install. I mean, it took me a minute because I was filming, but if I wasn't filming, this is literally like a 25-35 minute job, like so so quick and easy. Now all I gotta do now is just put that cover back on, and I'm just about done. And I'm gonna look up how often you need to drain them, but I'm gonna drain them like every time I do an oil change. You know, I'm gonna just drain them. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video, and I hope you guys learned something. I hope you guys use this to your knowledge and to your advantage. You can save yourself some bucks instead of taking it to a shop like us and pay to get it installed. You can just do it yourself. It's so easy. It only take like max for, you know, if someone new to this, it probably take you like an hour. But you know, what's an hour out of your day, you know, to save yourself some money. But yeah, man, I got more plans coming for the Z next. Still stock, but I plan on doing some big things to it, and you guys will see. I'll bring you guys along the ride and teach you guys how to do it all. And yeah, man, just hit that like and subscribe button for us. Once again, thank you guys for tuning in, and catch you guys next time. Deuces.
Couldn't do, yeah, I did that. Everything you said I wouldn't do, yeah.
Thanks for tuning in to Street Dreamz Performance. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell. Also, follow us on Instagram at Street Dreamz Performance. Stay tuned for the next one.